Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody had a good day. Everybody getting ready for this big ass snowstorm we're supposed to get. I am definitely not looking forward to that. That's for sure. But if it happens, it happens. One of the blessings of my job is they're paying me to stay home and work from the house, which is really awesome. I found that out today. Um, really blessed, really happy about that. But anywho, I hope everybody's having a good day. I wanted to talk about excuses in recovery, and doing the right thing. Just being kind and simply doing the right thing. That's from the JFT today. I'm going to bring that up first, actually, before I talk about excuses. Give you some time to ponder on if you made some excuses in your recovery. If you made excuses in the past, do you make them currently? What are you making excuses for today? Let me bring the first one up real quick. You guys should be able to see that there. It's titled Goodwill. Goodwill is best exemplified in service. Proper service is doing the right thing for the right reasons. Spiritual core of our disease is self-centeredness. In dealing with others, the only motive in our addiction taught us was selfishness. We wanted what we want when we wanted it. I relate to that. Obsession with self was rooted in the very ground of our lives. In recovery, how do we root out self-obsession? We reverse the effect of our disease by applying a very few simple spiritual principles. To counteract self-centeredness of our addiction, we learn to apply the principles of goodwill. Rather than seeking to serve only ourselves, my way or the highway, it's thinking. We begin serving others. It's that selfless instead of selfish. Rather than thinking only what we can get out of the situation, we learn to think of the welfare of others first. We face the moral choice. We learn to stop, recall spiritual principles, and act appropriately. As we begin doing the right thing for the right reason, we can detect a change in ourselves. We were ruled by self-will. Now we are guided by our goodwill for others, giving back what's been so freely given to us. I'm just kind of rattling things off the top of my head as they come to me. The chronic self-centeredness of addiction is losing its hold on us. We are learning to practice these principles in all our affairs daily. We are living in our recovery and not our disease, not in the mess. We're living in the solution. Just for today, wherever I am, whatever I do, I will seek to serve others, not just myself, getting out of self. When faced with this dilemma, I will try to do the right thing for the right reasons. I know I've talked about this before. I've shared on this before. Doing the right thing for the right reasons and just simply being kind and giving back what's been so freely given to us is just really, really important. Those little selfless acts, not expecting anything back, really important. They really are. Excuses. If you guys thought about it, how many of us have made them? I know I have. I've made a ton of excuses. I heard a guy share on this earlier today, and this is what kind of sparked me to talk about it. He had said, excuses set us up for failure. They breathe failure. Excuse breathes failure was his exact title of his stream today. And it was really, really meaningful, really heartfelt, behind every, in my opinion, behind every excuse, there's a solution. We have become willing to apply them, to try, to apply, to put the application in. Life's full of excuses. I can come up with excuses daily if I choose to. There's days where I don't want to get up out of bed. There's days when I don't want to go to work. There's days when I don't want to do step work. I mean, I could go on and on about random excuses that pop in my head, on a daily basis. But I'm learning in recovery that I have to surrender daily and I have to apply myself and remain vigilant. Try and find, challenge yourself to find a solution the next time you may want to, come up with an excuse for something. Challenge yourself. Try to come up with three things, three possible solutions if you're struggling with making excuses for whatever the situation may be. Um, I think my life has changed drastically when I stop making all these excuses and I get into the solution daily. My life's changed and improved tenfold. I mean, in the last year and a half, it's been amazing. As long as we stop making the choice to make excuses daily. I can't do this for this reason. I can't do that for this reason. Apply yourself and find solutions, whatever you're struggling with. Don't allow your past, to define you. How many times have you guys heard me say that? No matter how dark our past may be, however dark your past may be, don't let that define you. Use that as strength to carry on to others and then share and inspire other people. Don't give up. Reach out and ask for help. When you're struggling, when you feel like making those excuses. That's the beauty of that therapeutic value I talk about all the time. It's one person helping another, and together we're stronger. It's taken me a long time to realize that I have to become vulnerable, and I have to humble myself and just simply stop making those excuses. Every day, every single day, someone shared this earlier in a meeting, and I share this all the time, and I love hearing it. Every day is a blessing. It's an accomplishment in recovery. Give yourself a break. Be proud of yourself. That you're putting in the work, that you're applying yourself daily, that you're not giving up, and you are remaining vigilant in your recovery. It's just really important because I struggle with, giving myself props and giving myself credit because I beat myself up for so long, for so many years, time and time again. I'm constantly beating myself up. So it's kind of uncomfortable, to be honest with you. It's uncomfortable to give myself credit. I sat down in a one-on-one today with my supervisor, and I was getting positive feedback from other people that I don't even know that see what I'm doing. And it was really weird. I mean, it was really uncomfortable. But I'm getting somewhat more comfortable with it. I ain't gonna lie. It's nice to get the positive feedback, but it's still a little uncomfortable. I don't know if that makes any sense. It makes complete sense to me, but that's just how my brain works. It's been a long time since I've done anything positive in my life and have gotten positive feedback in return. So live life in the solution, guys. Live in the solution daily, not the mess. I'm tired of the mess. I'm tired of the chaos. Stop making excuses and stay vigilant and apply yourself daily. I hope everybody enjoyed it tonight. It's a quick stream. My buddy Scotty should be going live here if he isn't live already. Hopefully he doesn't have any technical difficulties like he did last week with his sister, which was actually pretty funny if you guys were watching. Zach R on the 18th. I wrote myself a note to remind you guys, Zach will be sharing his experience, strength, and hope on the 18th of this month at 8 p.m. Eastern. Zach lives out in California. West Coast guy. He's got a pretty gnarly story. If anyone's seen the flyer, it's rated R for a reason, because it's going to be uncut and unfiltered. It's going to be a good one. You guys definitely do not want to miss it. But that's going to be Zach on the 18th at 8 p.m. I hope each and every one of you guys have a good evening. Participate in your recovery. Stay vigilant. I love you guys, and we'll catch you later.